Hello everyone, today we will present to you the 10 smartest animals in the world, but this list will not be 100% certain because of the many differences about this matter, but I try to be as accurate as possible. And now let's move on to the list and start with the first animal with us. Lamb. His flock of sheep, the male of the ram, the female of the ewe and the young lamb, an animal known to man since ancient times, and it is also called the ram, which is the male of the sheep. 1, 2, 3 sheep are raised in homes, farms and farms in flocks, and sheep's wool and leather are used in the manufacture of clothes and shoes. The sheep, with its scientific name Aves aries or lamb, is a domesticated, plant-based mammal of the family Brachiosaurus and the subfamily goat. People raise sheep for their meat, milk, wool and leather, from which a quality called basin is made. Few are aware of the intelligence of sheep, as sheep have the ability to memorize faces and interpret the psychological and emotional state of each person through facial features and details. Now let's go to the 9 with the little cheese eater. Mice are not pets, but some people like to raise them. Mice live in groups that support each other and try to help each other get rid of the traps that humans set up to catch them. Mice have a sharp intelligence that enables them to distinguish between types of foods and avoid poisonous ones, and rats have the idea of self-sacrifice. For example, if a group of mice finds a piece of food poisoned by humans to deceive them, they take it to the older mouse among them and eat it in order to test it if it is poisonous or non-toxic. And in 8th place, the beloved well-known dog. Dogs can understand the social structure and obligations, and the ability to interact with other dogs, and it is known that dogs are very intelligent, which facilitates their training by humans, and according to a study conducted by experts at the University of British Columbia shows that dogs can does some arithmetic operations and can detect simple arithmetic errors such as 1 + 1 = 4. In addition, ordinary dogs can understand about 165 words. It helps you to find things that people have lost, as well as to help them with some simple work. He has a very strong memory for memorizing faces and distinguishing between familiar faces and the ones he sees for the first time, all in addition to a strong sense of smell and intelligence in locating them. The bonobos are ranked 7th. Bonobo monkeys are one of the primates sometimes called dwarf chimpanzees, because they share many traits with chimpanzees, despite the difficulty of distinguishing between them. After careful examination of baboons and chimpanzees, bonobos are classified as of different species since the beginning of the 20th century. Bonobos have been found in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, in the dense forests, rainforests and swamps of the Zaire River basin. The bonobos are listed as endangered due to accelerating habitat loss, hunting and civil wars. According to the latest analyses, there are about 10,000 baboons still in the wild. Although bonobos are also known as dwarf chimpanzees, because bonobos are the same size as chimpanzees. Bonobos can reach anywhere between 29 and 35 inches in length, and weigh between 55 and 110 pounds. Males are larger than females. Sixth place goes to the many-armed octopus. The octopus is considered the smartest invertebrate at all. In the 90s, 2 Italian researchers conducted an experiment on a group of octopuses, to test their intelligence, so they trained them on how to distinguish between a white ball and a red one, so that if the octopus chose the red ball, they would give him a food as a kind of reward, but if he chose the white ball, He was exposed to a simple charge of electricity as a kind of punishment, and after the oratories completed 16 attempts, they reached a stage of maturity after which they only choose the red ball. Although mammals have the ability to distinguish between things because they have a developed brain like humans, but the strange thing is that the octopus is able to distinguish between different things, and it is an invertebrate and its brain is simple in structure and consist. And in fifth place is the chatterer with a picturesque appearance. Parrots are distinguished by their ability to imitate human speech, but African parrots are able to associate words with their meanings, and form simple sentences. There are some types of parrot more intelligent, such as Kia, which enjoys a high degree of skill in using tools and solving puzzles. Lev confirmed that the parrot has high techniques to solve the problems it faces, such as the problem of the narrow cage in which it may be placed, indicating that this bird can maneuver to achieve what it wants. We know that parrots have a unique ability: it imitates human speech, and this is what fascinates us when we see it. We take out our smartphones to shoot videos and document the moments of pleasure imposed by the parrot. This type of parrot lives in South Africa and in the middle of forests and fields, specif. And last but not least, the fourth place crow. Some species of crows are able to engage in activities such as sports, use of tools, the ability to hide and store food in seasons, and have the ability to distinguish between humans by facial recognition. The crow lives in groups and flocks, and the pair of crows stays together for life, and if a strange male approaches the crow's wife, she will beat him until he leaves her. And crows are not afraid of hawks and eagles, but they approach the eagle when it eats its prey and settles a little, then it begins to chase it, so the crows fly and a plane pounces on it, so he has to lower his head so that the crow does not strike him with his wing or tail, and after several times of that maneuver the eagle dies and flies, leaving the rest of his prey and eaten by crows. And now we have reached the three smartest animals, and in third place the friendly dolphins. This beautiful animal that we gather around in pools and compete for who will throw fish to him, comes second in terms of intelligence among animals. The dolphin is an aquatic animal that lives in the warm waters of the world's seas and oceans, feeding on small fish and squid. The dolphin masters at imitating the human voice in a beautiful and endearing way, even without being asked. Dolphins are easy to communicate with and are cared for by humans. Dolphins have intelligence and the ability to learn. Many researchers classify dolphins as intelligent as elephants. They are known to engage in complex theatrical behavior, and have great communication skills, but there are those who believe that dolphins are not of a high intelligence level. In 2013, experts at the University of the WITW second place goes to the largest animal, the elephant. It is known as the mirror of self-recognition, which indicates its self-awareness and awareness. The elephant is characterized by a strong memory that preserves different things and places for many years, and its memory is usually used to reach places where water is located in dry periods, and is also characterized by a strong sense of smell that enables it to sense dangers and enemies. The elephant has developed its social capabilities, explaining that elephants have a very good memory, as they remember their friends who lived with them for half a century, and pointed out that the elephant communicates with its family with high social intelligence and is keen to cooperate with its family, and can communicate with them up to 5 miles away via signals. Especially among them, the elephant can live about 60 years. The food, and they have sophisticated hunting strategies, which require cooperation and influence. Chimpanzees have a conscious state, are able to deceive, being able to know the order of their appearance correctly, and chimpanzees were able to outperform university students in tests of photographic memory by a large margin.